After 6 years without a mainline Halo game, it is so great to see that 343 is giving Halo fans a Halo game. But how relevant will this game be on Twitch and YouTube? Well, I don't know, but I really hope that's not a question that developers are asking themselves before they start working on a product. You see, it makes sense for streamers and YouTubers, even like myself, to be interested in what is relevant and what is happening, what is popping. I mean, it would have been a good idea for me to bite the bullet and just get into at least one major battle royale game, Apex, Fortnite, Warzone, whatever it might have been. I probably should have gotten into one if I wanted to remain a bit more relevant in the gaming scene over the last couple of years. Ah, shucks. You see, when you're an internet star, like Dr. Disrespect for instance, you are built on relevancy. What is relevant? Well, the way you would define relevant is what gets views, what gets talked about, what circulates the Twitters and the Instagrams and the TikToks. You know, that's how you judge the relevancy of something, right? Exactly right. That's why I mentioned the app iFunny when I was talking about Modern Warfare 2019's relevancy. iFunny is a place where every social media's memes goes to die. So if I see a lot of Modern Warfare clips starting to circulate on iFunny, I know it must be being posted about a decent amount for it to end up on that platform. And yeah, relevancy is good. For me as a content creator, it was great to talk about Modern Warfare. I mean, even my really subpar weapon reviews in Modern Warfare did really well. Everyone wanted to hear about it, everybody was talking about it. My weapon reviews for Cold War were in the exact same format, but almost nobody watched them because the game just didn't have the same pull. It didn't bring in the same number of people. At least, yeah, it sold well, but it didn't bring in people that wanted to talk about it and hear other people talk about it and post about it. No, I barely saw any clips of Cold War, if any at all. And Cold War streams and videos just don't do as well. I saw Modern Warfare and Warzone on Twitch just constantly top Cold War in viewers. Like, Cold War could have just gotten a new dump of content and a new zombies map, and Warzone would just still have more viewers on Twitch. So Cold War is not as relevant. We're not talking about whether or not something would or wouldn't be relevant though. Like, I'm fully agreeing, if Halo Infinite had a battle royale, it would probably gain a lot of relevancy online because most of the large content creators that cover games on Twitch and YouTube, they cover battle royales. So they would cover it a lot, and all of their impressionable fans would see a lot of it, which would probably encourage them to give it a download. But when influencers like Dr. Disrespect say something like this,
no, you need a battle royale. That's what you need. In order for this game to go longer than 3 weeks after launch, from a spectating standpoint, it needs a BR.
They're absolutely correct. From a spectator standpoint, Halo Infinite does need a battle royale to be relevant to the larger audiences on YouTube and Twitch. Exactly, Disrespect, you are 100% correct. But when an FPS developer is specifically designing a game to be relevant, it loses something we like to call artistic integrity. It also really messes with the allocation of resources. You see, a battle royale mode doesn't get made for free or cheap, so when you make a battle royale mode and to continuously update it to compete with games like Apex, Warzone, and Fortnite, that's a lot of money and resources going to something that Halo fans didn't buy the game for. You see, why Halo Infinite confuses these streamers is that they live in the bubble of needing things to be relevant. I know the bubble well, but I am enough of a low sub scrub to peek my head out of that bubble and go, you know what? Yeah, it would be more relevant, but it's not being designed for relevancy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it will be anyway, but hear me out. Battle Royale, influencers, YouTubers, content creators, streamers, popular streamers would give the game a lot of internet relevancy weight by having a Battle Royale mode that's well updated that they can stream and talk about. Those audiences are huge and active, for sure. But do you really want the soul of Halo to be compromised in any way? Should the resources that would have gone to creating an amazing campaign and traditional multiplayer experience go to a Battle Royale for some clout? All I hear is screw developers and publishers for being greedy until a new game isn't gonna have a Battle Royale, and then it's, well, you're not gonna be relevant and profitable enough. I'm so glad you're concerned with the relevance of Halo. Fill in the blank Battle Royale YouTuber. You know, I think a high quality video that only gets 5,000 views is way better than a lying, pointless clickbait video that somehow gets 2 million views. Integrity sells. Yeah, the channel that is only getting 5,000 views per video might not be as instantaneously relevant, might not be as instantaneously profitable, but they might actually garner a fan base that respects integrity and quality. And don't we all want that at the end of the day? So after 6 years of waiting, I think Halo fans want a Halo game. A Halo game, not a trend-chasing battle royale. I think one of the reasons Modern Warfare 2019's multiplayer didn't get a lot of love isn't because it wasn't relevant, it's because Warzone was more relevant, and in order to keep up with other titans of the industry like Apex, like Fortnite, like PUBG, they have to be pumping content in. Constantly, big map changing events. You have to keep pumping in new seasonal cutscenes that explain why the map has changed. You have to do that in order to keep up with the Joneses. So instead of the nighttime, tactical, corner peeking, gritty game that we got advertised, we got a game that is serviceable, but suffers from poor resource allocation. Yeah, Activision has a lot of money, but they're not made of money. See what I mean? They're not made of money. Not every single dollar and cent that Activision has their hands on can go to every single project. How much money am I going to give Infinity Ward to create content for Modern Warfare, and how much money am I going to give to Raven to update the highly viewed, very relevant live service ecosystem? Like, it's so cool that Black Ops Cold War had such tight integration with Warzone, right? Both story-wise and also just weapon-wise and Battle Pass-wise, but you know, Black Ops Cold War released with like 9 maps, and one of them was Nuketown. Like, it was one of the more lackluster, smelly fart launches I've ever seen from a Call of Duty game, and they're seeking to rectify that with Vanguard desperately by marketing 20 multiplayer maps at launch. It's nice to know where your resources are going, and you have to know when you gave too little and when you gave too much. It's nice that 343 isn't attempting to make their game based on relevancy, based on Twitch and YouTube viewership. They're making a game for Halo fans and new people alike. With that free-to-play nature, it's gonna let in a lot of people. Now, that is roping people into a free-to-play ecosystem, and that could have problems down the line, especially for anybody reviewing the game, because they're just gonna be told it's free-to-play, you can't complain. But they're not making a Halo game for the fans of Dr. Disrespect. They're making a Halo game for the fans of Halo. Imagine being more annoyed about the lack of Battle Royale than you are excited for the return of Master Chief. Trend chasing doesn't help anybody, like Fallout 76 or Battlefield 2042. Battlefield 2042 is trying so hard to be Apex Warzone that it's depressing to look at. And remember Fallout 76? Like what? Nobody wants another single player immersive story RPG. No, we'll just make a super grindy online only MMO light. That'll work. Will it though? Battle Royales are really great from a spectator standpoint because they're so much more engaging than just watching a 6v6 match, you know, just a basic multiplayer respawn mode of like capture the flag. That's way less entertaining than Battle Royale. High stakes, die at any moment, lose all your progress games are so fun to watch people play. The higher the stakes, the higher the difficulty, the longer the match, the more people are going to sit and clue in. Like Escape from Tarkov almost seems designed for that purpose. It is so exciting to watch people play Tarkov because anything could happen at any moment. Meanwhile, a match of 4v4 Halo is, you know, just simply less interesting in comparison. But what do you think Halo fans want? Their game to be relevant on Twitch, or for their game to feel like what they've been expecting for 6 years, under no threat of poor resource allocation? And I'll put it to you one last way. You go to your favorite restaurant, and the thing that you love ordering from your favorite restaurant isn't the most popular item on the menu. In fact, something completely counter opposite to your favorite menu item is the most popular thing ordered in that restaurant. What do? You're not there to order what is most relevant in that restaurant. You're there to order your favorite food that that restaurant makes. Halo fans aren't sitting on the edge of their seats hoping that Halo will be relevant to people on Twitch and YouTube. They're hoping for Halo. They want that Halo experience, and I really hope the live service, free-to-play, Game Pass-oriented business model of Halo Infinite doesn't screw them out of that experience anytime soon. Also, 343 can't even get ray tracing in the game at launch. There's no online co-op or Forge at launch, and you want them to design a battle royale? Fuck out of here. See you when I see you. Goodbye.